Happy Friday. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome. Happy Friday. This is Tristan with TJInspires. Just checking in. I don't know what happened to the other live, so hopefully everybody comes back and let us know how you're doing tonight. Just let us know how you're doing tonight. Let us know where you're checking in from. I'm checking in from Houston, Texas. Let us know where you're checking in from tonight. I am checking in from Houston. Houston. Go ahead and give, as you are coming in the live tonight. Please drop in the chat where you're checking in from. Welcome to TJ Inspires, where we talk about live. We talk about trending topics. We talk about books. If you don't know who I am, I go by the pen name. My name is Tristan, but I go by the pen name TJ Inspires, where we inspire you to never give up on yourself, never give up on your dreams. And tonight, we're just chatted up. You know that we won't be on here for a long time, but a good time. If you are watching the replay, welcome replay gang. Continue to support us. Our goal is to get to 500 subscribers, and we know that the race is not given to the swift, but the ones that endure the most. So again, the goal tonight is to get to 5 new subscribers. At last check, I think I was at 259. So if we can get to 5 new subscribers tonight, that will help us reach the goal. So and also give us some thumbs up and put us in the algorithm. If you don't know, just a little plug. I am an author, so I do have some books. Oh, hi. Hi, if you don't know, I am an author and I have several different books. This one is called Soul of a Man, Poetry for the Mind, Body, and Soul. This one is called Dream the Impossible. Little girls who dream become women with vision. So I'll definitely put in the description how to get the books. The books are, if you want to get them shipped in the U.S., it's free shipping, 15.25. And we have our first book, which is called Princess Destiny and the Magical Natural Hair. So thank you for joining us. Please make sure that you um, put in the chat where you're checking in from. I'm checking in from Houston. Let us know. Please also make sure you subscribe to the channel. The goal tonight is to get to 5 new subscribers. Um, yeah, you're on the sofa. Ooh, that's nice. Let us know where you're checking in from. We do not bite. We're just here to inspire you. We're just here to chat it out, check on you. Chat it up in the chat box. We love to chat it up. Let us know where you're checking in from and give us some thumbs up. If we have 10 people in the chat, come out of the bushes. Come out of the bushes. Let us know where you're checking in from. If you're checking in from your sofa, from your car, from the transit, wherever you're checking in from Houston, Dallas. I have people on my chat from London, England, Nigeria. So let us know where you're checking in from. And tonight we want to put in the chat the trending, the topic or the question. Hi Gladys, how are you? Hi Ray, hi. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hi. Where are you checking in from? Houston. Ooh. Hey. I'm gonna go ahead. Please be very respectful in the chat. Hi, Cheesecake Boy. Welcome from Iowa. And we're just chatting. If you're just joining us, I go by the pen name TJ Inspires. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna put the question of the day, and I'm gonna put the question of the day in the chat. Okay, so the question that hi Ray. And so the question of the day, so just a little bit, make sure y'all like this video. Thank you, Haley Bailey. Hi. So the question of the day is, and I had it on my thumbnail for the other video. The question of the night is, so I don't have any kids, and me and my spouse, we don't have any kids, but I got this a lot, and he got it too. It's like, well, you don't have kids, so your life is meaningless. I had a hairdresser tell me, and she was basically screaming at me because I told her that I don't want to have kids. My mom had a lot of kids, and she was like, "What? You don't tell that in front of you don't talk like that in front of your mom that you don't want kids." And so the question of the night is, a lot of people say, "Want you don't have kids." So, is because I don't want to have kids, does that make my life meaningless? Does that make me less than somebody else? So that's the question of the night. Um, just because you don't have kids, does that mean your life is meaningless? Meaningless? Oh yes. So yeah, no, that doesn't mean. And no, do I think I'm better than someone else because they have kids? No. We have to be very cautious and very careful the way we talk. Way we talk about it. Some people can't have kids, and so just because I felt like very attacked, when my hairdresser told me that, you're like, oh no, your life, no, your life is not meaningless. No, your life is not meaningless because you don't have, because you don't have kids. Again, some people cannot have kids, and some people choose not to have kids. And just because somebody else chose to have kids, um, that's their prerogative. No, again, we're not. Just because you don't have kids, that does not mean your life is meaningless, and it's not. And you can't have a productive life. So, like Gladys said, no. So, what is your thought? And the question of the day um, just because you don't want to have kids or you cannot have kids, does that make your life meaningless? Does that, that's the question of the day, and that's a trending topic because when my hairdresser told me that, she was like, no, you don't say that in front of your mom. And, some people, no, it doesn't. Some people want to enjoy a kid free life, travel, and have extra money to do whatever. Again, that, yeah, I like that, Haley Bailey. And again, just because somebody has kids, and they have kids and they want to have kids, that doesn't make someone that doesn't have kids any better than them. That's what they chose to do, and that's their life. That's their prerogative. And don't, when somebody tells you, oh, they don't want to have kids, don't make them feel, don't make them scream at them like my hairdresser told me. You don't know, you don't say that in front of your mom. It's like, well, my mom have 8 kids, and my brothers and sisters have, I have a lot of nieces and nephews, both on my mom's side and my dad's side. And it's like my mom has like 30 grandchildren. It's like my mom has enough grandchildren, and you don't know what's going on with my body, that that I may not be able to have kids. So you just need to make sure that when you're talking to someone, just make sure you keep it, don't be all in their business, or just keep it copacetic. And again, don't be so judgmental. And just because somebody doesn't want something, or you have kids, doesn't mean that you're better than someone else. Again, like Gladys said, no, it doesn't. Some people want to enjoy life, and Gladys said no. You better get some kids, because kids, you better find someone. I think I need kids. Again, Why do you think that you need kids, Ray? And again, I have. Oh, it says no. If you and your spouse choose not to have kids, you can have a very meaningful life. But I would suggest you really think about your financial future. Yes. SP, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Think about that. And I have a lot of nieces and nephews, both on my mom's side and my dad's side. And I get to enjoy, help raising them and get to see them, grow up and spend time with them. So I do get to, have children in my life, but they're just not biologically mine. But I still get to have that. Definitely need to have your finances in order. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all are in the chat tonight. I like this. I like that. Definitely have to have your finances in order. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I grew up, Ray, nice to meet you. I grew up in a single parent home. It was eight of us, and I watched my mom struggle. I mean, we lived in the housing projects. My mom worked at Church's Chicken, KFC, and she worked at the city. She was finally able to get a decent job. So I watched my mom struggle and say hi, welcome to the chat. And the question of tonight is, just because you don't want to have kids, does that make your life meaningless or worthless? When we're in our 70s, 80s, we will need people. We will need people. We will, if we're in our 70s and 80s, we will need people young enough to support us. Yes, we do. And so that's why I take great pride in making sure that I'm in my niece and my nephew's lives. I make sure that I call them. I make sure that I go over there and check on them, and I make sure that we at least try to go somewhere at least once a year on a vacation. And so I find joy in that. And again, as Haley Bailey said earlier in the chat, um, financially. And to me, that's a big thing financially because um, I work a state job and I only get paid once a month. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I often struggle like trying to make sure that I get all my bills paid. So it's crazy to me that people continue to have kids they can't afford. Kids should have no worries and a happy life, not worried about food and clothes and a place to stay. Exactly. Haley Bailey, yes, I totally agree with that statement. And yeah, kids should not have to worry about anything. Um, Put in the chat where you're checking in from. Checking in from Texas, Houston. So yes, I definitely agree with you, Haley Bailey. That kids should not have to worry, and that was one thing growing up, seeing my mother struggle, living from paycheck to paycheck. That was something that I do not want to have kids, have, like I said, have kids, and I don't want to worry about, because right now it's a struggle just taking care of myself and two people in the household. So I can only um imagine having to add a third person. And also too, that's something between you and your spouse and your significant other. And if that's something that y'all don't want to do, that's your choice. But if you want to have kids, please make sure that you can be financially able to take care of the kids, because and also make sure that you know who you are having kids with. Make sure you know their triggers. Make sure you know their genetic history. Make sure you go all the way down to they great, 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 because you never know. You never know what kind of what happened on their side and what happened on your side. So make sure that you know who you're having kids with, and also too, that make sure that you know. Welcome, Louise. Make sure that you know who you're having kids with. Just don't be going out there having kids. And now I notice a trend that's going around on social media with a lot of people. And again, this is not everybody here. We listen and we don't judge. But I notice a lot of people now are having what we call content kids, content babies, where well, yeah, why let the struggle continue? Be better people, be better people moving forward. Yes, and yes, I agree with you, Haley Bailey. And so I notice a lot of people out here are having what we call content babies, content kids, where they really don't care about the kids. They just care about, always putting the camera up in their face. Oh, whoa, look at me. Let me, oh, I take my kids to Disney. Oh, I do this. And every year they're having another baby, but you can't really afford to, you can't afford to take care of them, or that you don't have a plan to, have a plan. So in every area of your life, you need to have a plan to, if something was to happen to you, this is XYZ. This is where I want my kids to go. This is where I want my will to go. And for example, the reason also too that I really, didn't want to have kids, because one, I see my mother struggle. And again, just because my mother struggled doesn't mean that I have to struggle. But I noticed too that my dad had a lot of kids, and it was like a broken home. So you have to be careful, who you have kids with. So please, 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 and again, please make sure you put in the chat where you're checking in from. And we're just chatting it up tonight. Um, some trending topics that we are talking about. And a lot of times that when I tell people that I don't want to have kids, or me and my spouse, we don't want to have kids, that's something that we talked about. And like I said, it's not because, I don't think I'm better than someone else. Um, God, I believe strongly in Jesus Christ, and God gives us exactly what we can handle, and what He knows what we cannot handle. And I'm not going to stress the situation, but I was telling earlier in the chat earlier that I had a hairdresser, and I ain't gonna say what culture she was, but she literally screamed at me because I told her that I didn't want to have kids. Like, I can't. I struggle financially, just being a state employee, so I can't imagine having a third person have take care of. And there's a lot of things that I struggle with, and I don't want that. Like, I don't like driving, so I feel like, if I have a kid, then that's gonna put more stress on me. Having to get, the kid to where they need to go, where I need to go. So again, to each their own. And there are some people that can't have kids, so just be very cautious. Be nice to people, because you don't know their struggle. You don't know what they've been through, so don't say somebody's life is meaningless because they don't want something that you want. um, so yeah, again, this is Tristan. We're just chatting it up in the chat. If you don't know, you're in the replay of this video, is that I'm an author. So this is one of my books called Dream the Impossible. It's little girls who dream become women with vision and power. This one is Soul of a Man, Poetry for the Mind, Body, and Soul. And again, I will put in the description how you can get your books. The books are $15.25. And they are free shipping in the U.S. So the shipping is already included, and we will autograph the books for you. So this one is called Princess Destiny and the Magical Natural Hair, and the reason why I write, because I grew up poor in a single parent home. I use writing. I share my stories through my books, and I noticed too that a lot of our books, they don't have African American characters in them. A lot of the children's books, many of the children's books, do not have African American characters on it. So this one is called Princess Destiny and the Magical Natural Hair. Is basically my story about my hair and how I didn't embrace my hair. And so I wrote a book. It came about when I was in the wash my hair, and I'm a natural girl, and I got a lot of mean things about my hair, from families, hairdressers, and I was like, let me write a book to inspire natural African American young girls that to embrace your beauty, embrace your skin, so and know that you are a princess, you're royalty. And so this book follows Princess Destiny and the Magical Natural Hair as she is embracing the different styles that she can have with her natural hair. And it basically said, she's a superhero, she lives in the castle, and so it's very colorful, very kid friendly. And again, she has a little sidekick, Bella, and they go through braids, they go through puffs, they go through being a superhero, a mermaid. And again, this all of my books are I write my books because they come from a story of where I want to inspire people to never give up on their dreams, never give up on themselves. So this one is called Princess Destiny, and they are all short reads. And I'll put in the chat, well, in the comments section, in the description, how you can get your books. Thank you, Haley Bailey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And again, this one is called Princess Destiny. And this one is my first book called Dream the Impossible. And again, this book showcases my story of growing up here in Houston in a single parent home, and some of the things that I had to overcome, like just being like the black sheep of the family's insecurities. I always wanted to go to college, but I didn't have that roadmap or that person that I could, talk to about going to college. And growing up in a single parent home and growing up with a lot of siblings, so that has affected a lot of my choices. And again, if you want to get the books, I'll put in the chat, or I'll put in the comment section how you can get the books. Again, please make sure that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, that you subscribe to the channel. The goal for tonight is to get at least 5 new subscribers. So if you could tell a family member or a friend to subscribe to TJInspires, I will love it. We have some new videos up. We have some new shorts up. We have some new posts, and we'll be continue to post. If you love the content, please subscribe, please comment. If you have a channel, just reply, and I'll go ahead and follow you, or just say welcome, new subscriber here, and I'll subscribe to your channel. Again, this channel is to inspire you, to uplift you. I share my story of things that I'm going through, things I've been through. We talk about trending topics. We talk about life. We just talk about it all because we just need each other. There's so much going on in the world, and there's so much negativity going on in the world today that we just need to, and like I said, I know that life is not always peachy. Sometimes we need a little drama, sometimes we need a little, kiki, but there are some really good people in the world, and not everybody is, full of drama. Not everybody likes that. So again, we're gonna be talking about entertainment. There's some post up this week that I put up this week. Um, One question that I had posted this week, and the question of the day was: should spouses go into um, business together? Should spouses? I'll put this in the chat. So I'll put this in the chat. Um, should spouses go into business together? And we talked about this earlier in the week. So if you want to go back and watch the replay of that video, in that video, it was talking about Kandi and Todd. If you know, well, if you don't know, Kandi and Todd are Kandi is a multi-business owner. She has, they amongst themselves, they have restaurants. Kandi is one of the members of Escape. She is on Housewives of Atlanta. She met her husband through the Housewives on the Housewives of Atlanta set. He was a producer on the set. They got married. They have two kids together. Kandi has a kid, an older kid. Todd had an older kid, and they're in business. They have several different business ventures, from restaurants. They have, I'm pretty sure they have property. They have, they do a lot of award-winning plays on Broadway. So they're in a lot of things. So one of the businesses that they have is a restaurant that's called Blaze Seafood and Steak, in Atlanta. And that business, I believe it may was prospering at one time, but now it's closed, and they are being sued. Kandi and Todd are being sued for over $150,000. But they also have start off with the Old Lady Gang, and the Old Lady Gang is, they have the Old Lady Gang on Peach Street. They have the Old Lady Gang on Camp Creek. They have the Old Lady Gang in State Farm Arena. So they have many businesses. And so, do you think it's should spouses go into business together? And we're gonna go ahead and let that question simmer in the chat. Should spouses go into business together? That's the question before we head out tonight. That is a question. Should spouses go into business together? And again, it depends on everybody's situation is different. But I would say, I would like to add my 2 cents in the conversation. You have to make sure that you're not overextending yourselves. And sometimes we just, how they say, put the carriage before the horse, or however it goes. We just sometimes put too much on ourselves. We just, oh, okay, this thing is going good. Let me go open 10 other places, but you didn't or let me go, do this business and do this, and that can really put a lot of strain on yourself and your spouses. So I would add to the thing is, I think that they probably took on too much at one time, because like I said, she was on Housewives. They have kids. They have other business ventures, and I think they just took on too much at once. And everything I learned in life is, you live and you learn. And sometimes you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. And sometimes, some things you gotta let go. And so I think sometimes, with them being in the spotlight or the entertainment, people just gonna, down them. Oh, Kandi this, they getting sued. Oh, can't no. That happens all the time. They just, hopefully that they, learn from this lawsuit, pay it, and move on, and just focus on one thing at a time. And like I said, you don't be so greedy where you be so greedy. Oh, this restaurant is doing good. Let me go open 10 more over here. and then then you just, extending yourself like a octopus, and you got your hand in this, you got your hand in that, and then it also affects your family, it affects your marriage. And so just, sometimes we got to step back, think about what we're doing, and say, okay, this didn't work out. Let me go ahead and pay the money, and I'm just gonna sit back, focus on what I need to focus on, and then just take it as a loss and keep on moving. But sometimes the blogs and whatever else, Shade Room, all those places, they just take stuff and just, want to use it. I call it clickbait. But we all take, have wins and we have losses in life. Um, just take it, Kandi, if you're ever watching this, take it as a, pay the money and just focus on one thing at a time. Don't get so caught up, even if it's your spouse, talk, oh man, we gotta go, we got this restaurant over here, or we got this going on and it's doing really good. Let me go focus on this. No, sometimes we really need to just focus on one thing at a time before we add something else, and really think about what we're doing and how we can best utilize the resource that we have. That's what I had to say on the conversation. Again, let us know what you want to talk about. What are some trending topics? We'll be posting more question of the day, and we're gonna come back over here and talk about it because there's a lot of things going on in the world today. With 45, and a lot of places are closing. I'll have some new videos up next week about Party City and all of the stores that are closing. Some things that I've been going through. We're talking about grief and how to deal with things. So yeah, again, this is Tristan with TJ Inspires. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment. Again, this is TJ Inspires. I'm gonna make sure you watch the video all the way through. The questions we have in the chat tonight. Hold on one second. All right. So the question is, child free, and if you and your significant other or yourself choose not to have children, does that like make your life empty or meaningless? The other question that we had was, Kandi and Todd, should spouses go into business together? We have our books. This one is called Dream the Impossible. Um, portrait. This one is called Dream the Impossible. We have Princess Destiny and the Magical Natural Hair. And we have Soul of a Man, poetry for the mind, body, and soul. Again, until next time, again, welcome to TJ Inspires. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Comment below in the comments. Let's chat it up in the comments. What do you want us to talk about? The goal for tonight was to get 5 new subscribers. So hopefully you like the content and we want to continue to grow with you. The channel is about inspiring you. We're gonna get a little messy, so you'll see a little bit of Jesus. Faith, believing, inspiration, motivation, a little bit of mess, a little bit of entertainment. But again, over here, we want to inspire you. We want to uplift you. I want to let you know that you're loved, that you're valued. So give yourself a big hug. If no one ever told you that they love you, I want you to know that over here at TJ Inspires, I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please please tell the people that TJ Inspires is here. You want to subscribe to our channel. We're going to have some new things, and let us know. We're going to be checking out for the night, but we have videos, we have, posts, we have some shorts up. Again, until next time, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday. Go and enjoy yourself. Get out of your comfort zone and do something that you dare to do something you've never done before. Until next time, peace and blessings.